Hello there, my dirty little secrets. Today we're going to be fighting fire with fire. Beat on magma on hard with fire and explosives. So on that note, we have to beat it on hard. Are you kidding me, dude? On hard, we have 85 rounds of this ridiculousness? Yes, we do. And it looks like, I don't know, I guess lightning bolts might count, but, oh my god, I gotta sneeze. Oh man, of course I gotta sneeze right at the very beginning of the video. Oh, maybe I can hold it. No, I don't like holding sneezes. Oh god, forgive me. It's a cough sneeze. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about those cough sneezes. I know those are not fun. So we can indeed get the lightning bolts. I believe everything is unlocked. Based on just that being allowed, because otherwise it would be kind of weird. So again, this is on hard. We only have 3 towers unlocked: the mortar, the cannon, and the wizard. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. So these rounds are, in the beginning, not that bad, but we might end up losing some lives because the wizard is not the most accurate tower in the world for these really fast green balloons and whatnot. So we do end up losing some lives. I'm not going to be super upset. I just hope that we don't lose too many lives in the time that we want to get our lightning. Now, I could have probably started off with a cannon, but I don't feel like that would have been more effective. And I don't think the mortar would be effective to try and save up for that guy, like, at all. I don't think I should get him right now. I think it would actually be a negative thing for me to get the mortar. It's much better for me to just get the lightning bolt and just start owning the balloons as soon as I start doing that. But we already got round 9. We're going to have to put this guy on strong for a second. Strong! First, strong! I don't even know what to put him on! But we're so close. Here we go. We're gonna have a pretty easy round 12. Round 12 is just stupid little blue balloons. We got the group popping power, you know? That's not the worrisome part. It's more the oh god, I lied. It's more worrisome than I thought. This is terrible! Alright, so we're down about half of our lives, if not more. Okay, we just lost, I think. Alright, so we have 10 lives. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh man, absolutely amazing. But we finally have the lightning wizards. We do have to be careful. You know, at this point, we have to be careful. But once you get one lightning wizard, you're thinking, you know what, you're probably not going to be losing any lives. Then I'm going to get a 3rd tier cannon pretty reasonably quick. I'm going to get a really nice mortar pretty quick. And that's when the game starts to go our way. Especially once we get Moab Maulers, we can spam a bunch of Moab Maulers with a couple 4th tier cannons, and I don't think anything's going to get through at that point, except for the stupid camo balloons, which hopefully the mortar will take care of. So anyways, that's basically my strategy. That's my strategy for the day. Let's start talking about some fire. Alright, so I've had a lot of fire stories in my life, and I figured, you know what, this is the perfect video for me to just kind of rant. I'm going to rant about all of the random, really bad things that happen to me with fire, or my friends, or, you know, usually things with fire usually happen with my friends, because my friends are pyromaniacs, yes, indeed. So, it's mortar time. Let's get the mortar. I don't really know where to put them, but I feel like this is not a bad spot, so I'll put them there. So the first thing, this was a really long time ago. This was like my first experience with fire, so we're really close to being fire. I almost burned my house down. And I know people always say, like, almost. What does almost mean? No, I really didn't get that close. I didn't even actually burn anything too much. But I had a lava lamp. And, oh, no, we're losing. What, man? We're down to 4 lives. Holy crap, this is going to get really intense now. 4 lives, dude. You got to be kidding me. I think I might go for the Balloon Buster. What do you guys think? Balloon Buster, right, with a couple Lightning Wizards instead? Sure. Let's do it. Alright, let's balloon bust these guys. Alright, so we got the balloon buster now. Oh man, I'm just upset. I feel like we're gonna lose this game. I'm gonna be so sad we're gonna lose on round like 78 or something stupid like that. So let's get a few more wizards in here. And we'll get them up to lightning wizards as well. Now, I don't really want to get a fire mage. I don't think I'm ever gonna get any fire mages. I think it's better for me to just start spending my money on cannons once I get late enough in the game where the cannons are actually an efficient thing to use. So remember, this was right when I got a scorpion. Yes, I did indeed. I had a scorpion. I used to have a bunch of weird animals, in fact. Maybe I'll talk about that in a future video as well. But, I was setting up my scorpion's tank, and he had a heat rock. So I set up the heat rock in his tank and everything. And then also, on top of that, which kind of, like, randomly, I was like, hey, let's have some fun with the lava lamp. My parents aren't home right now. So I was having fun with the lava lamp. And I put it, like, on my arm, and I'm like, oh man, that does get hot. That gets really hot. Oh, basically, I took the lava lamp part off of the lava lamp, and it was just a light. So it was just a light source at this point. Yes, I know, kind of weird. So let's get at least one 3rd tier cannon over here. You see, I was like testing it out on my arm. Like, yeah, that does get really, really hot. And I was testing like how fast does it make things get hot. As the scientist that I am, I was testing things out. But I was also again setting up my scorpion tank, and it had sand and had a heat rock in there. So I ended up flipping the lava lamp over on my desk. All right, and I don't know. This is kind of a bad story, I guess, because I can't. It's hard to remember it exactly how it went down. But I remember putting the lava lamp upside down on my desk just to kind of see what would happen to the wood, like how fast would it heat up or whatnot. And then I was setting up my scorpion tank, and I kind of forgot about it. And then I smelled like a burning smell, and I'm like, oh my god, this heat rock is terrible. This heat rock makes the smell like ridiculous. So then I opened up the window, and I'm like, oh my god, hopefully this goes away pretty soon. I turned off the heat rock and everything. I'm like, this smell is not going away. In fact, it seems like it's getting worse. What the heck is going on over here? And that's when I realized, oh crap, Chris, you left the lava lamp upside down on your desk, and it is burning a hole in your desk. Quite literally. Yes, it was. It was burning a hole in my desk. So, when I finally flipped it back over, like, literally there's a giant black charred spot in my desk, and I'm very, very happy that that did not start on fire. So I sure hope that this is enough cam detection. Oh, really, really close. I'm going to get a second mortar. Yeah, let's get the second mortar. I was thinking Moab Maulers. Yeah, I think I gotta get the Moab Mauler first. For round 47, I don't know. I think we can handle it, but I don't think we can handle round like 63, or maybe we might lose a few lives on round 53 as well, because there's gonna be Moabs in the way of our stuff as well. But I want to make sure I get enough Moab popping power in here to pop this level 46 Moab. I think that is the main concern at the moment. We're already in round 45 as well, so that is gonna get crazy. So anyways, I finally realized how stupid I was, and how stupid I was that I didn't realize that it wasn't the heat rock making all this really, really bad smelly noises. It was the stupid lava lamp. Oh, on top of that, just also as a kind of side note, one time I was messing with my lava lamp. Lava lamps are really deadly. Don't ever get your kid a lava lamp. You guys should not own lava lamps, especially if you're a weirdo like myself. They are very, very deadly. You can easily kill people with them, or hurt things really, really bad. So anyways, I was like, what would happen if I put water on my really, really hot lava lamp light? Again, this is not on the lava lamp itself. The lava lamp, the bottom part, which is the light. So I was like, let's put a little drop on there. So I'd put a little drop on. Awesome, sweet. All right, no big deal, right? Yeah, okay. It made kind of a cool fizzy noise. It was like, fizz, and it just like disappeared. It just turned into steam, and I was like, wow, that was really cool. Yeah, so let's do it again. So I did it again. Again, turned into steam, really cool. I'm like, what would happen now if I put a big chunk of water on there? So again, this thing is really, really hot, and then I just like take some water in my hand, and I just toss it in there, and of course I'm looking at it as well, and I throw the water in there, and it goes, and it explodes, makes a ridiculously loud noise, and it's like a shattering glass noise as well, and it was very, very scary, and it shot some glass, and I luckily was able to close my eyes. I don't know how my body did it, but my body's reaction was fast enough to close my eyes, and the glass ended up hitting my face and hitting my eyeballs, my eyelids, because I had my eyes closed. Oh my god, do I have to sneeze again? What is going on over here, dude? I'm gonna hold my nose. I don't want to sneeze anymore. It's because I didn't do a full-on sneeze last time. That was a big deal. Big issue. And so yeah, I put it on there, and boom shakalaka, glass explodes everywhere. So I spent a long time cleaning this up and put it in the vacuum and everything, because I did not want to get caught with my exploding lava lamp. In fact, I had my lava lamp, just the remnants of it, because I had to like pull the little light bulb out and everything. I had the remnants of my lava lamp just sitting in my drawer until I moved out last year. So it's, yeah. This was when I was like 10, so this was almost like 15 years ago when I was doing this stuff. So I'm just running around 49. I'm going to go for another 3rd or 4th tier cannon. We're going to go for the 3rd tier cannon for now. I don't know, 4-2 cannon is not doing too bad. I'm actually pretty reasonably happy how things are going right now. I feel like the best thing for me to do is honestly probably get a big one at this point. I know it's 10,000 mother effing dollars, but if we can get one of those guys, the balloons are going to be no issues whatsoever anymore. We got a 4th tier cannon and one of those guys. I don't even have to get another one of these 3rd tier cannons. Or 4th tier cannons. I don't even have to get one of those guys. So we're going to save up for them. We're going to go for the big one. I might also go for an artillery battery as well. That would be kind of cool. Yeah. So sadly, that was not the only experiences with fire in my life. Or maybe happily. I don't know. I guess it can go either way depending on what kind of story it was. If nobody gets hurt and nobody dies, it's usually a good story. with fire. But sometimes there's really, really bad stories where people either get hurt really, really bad, get completely disfigured, or end up dying. Even the worst thing of them all. So here's the second one. This one was kind of interesting. This was like a couple years later. My one friend John, again, kind of a pyromaniac. He decided to. He had a bajillion sparklers. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard about this. I don't really recommend it because it wasn't as cool as you think it would be. You think it'd be some giant explosion or whatnot. Nah, but what you do is you take duct tape. You basically roll up a billion sparklers inside it. Oh, okay. Wait, we do have Camelot Power. All right, I got a little afraid there, guys. I was like, 59. 59. That would be terrible. So we're getting Moab Maulers like crazy now. I feel like the balloon popping power is pretty good. The Moab Maulers, yeah, get more of them. You can always use more Moab Maulers. And we might end up getting that artillery battery or even more big ones or something later on. But for now, I want to fill up the entire map within... Oops. Oh, I got the wrong one. Crap. Crapola. This is fairly important that I want to get the right ones. I thought I clicked it too. That was stupid. So, also, I really hope that round 63 won't be a big deal. So yes, we were, I don't know, maybe like 13, 14 years old or something like that. My friend had all these sparklers, and he made a sparkler bomb. Alright, that's what we call it, the sparkler bomb. Basically put a bajillion sparklers inside and wrap it up in duct tape, and then put one of the sparklers as a fuse, and like sticking out of the duct tape. And, so we decided to light it up in the street during the day. Actually, no, it was probably like 5 or 6 o'clock. Like, it was starting to get dark, but it wasn't dark yet. Maybe 7 o'clock. And, so we light it off. And then we're like, when is it going to do its thing? And, sparklers go pretty reasonably slow. So we're just like, I don't know. So anyways, what happened was, we let it fuse down, and it took probably like 30, 45 seconds. Again, this is in the street, because where else are we going to do it? We just put it in the street. That's where you're supposed to light fireworks off, for the most part, unless you have a gigantic backyard or something. Around here, that's what everybody does. Lights them off in the street. So we ended up waiting, and then it just went psh, and nothing happened. We're like, oh, it must be a dud or something. We're going to have to redo it to make it a little better or whatnot. And then we start walking to it just a few feet, not crazy. We start walking to it a few feet. Luckily, we waited a couple extra minutes. We're like, no, you always got to be careful, man. You want to be smart. You want to stay back until you're for sure it's dead. Sure enough, 2.5 minutes in, freaking goes and just starts spinning, doing weird noises and everything, and then just launches under somebody's car. So yeah, it launched under somebody's mother effing car, again in the middle of the street, but luckily it was a parked car. Sadly, it was underneath their gas tank, and it was on fire. Yes, I am not joking with you guys, this is a legit story. We had our sparkler bomb, the duct tape, it shot out to somewhere, and then the duct tape ball that was left over was on fire underneath a car's gas tank. So I don't really know how deadly that is. I don't think that it would probably cause the car to explode, but this is exactly what happened. One of my friends, the friend that its house we were doing it at, he just walked inside. He's like, screw this, I'm not doing it. The friend who lit it was just in awe, I don't know what to do. My one friend is the type of person where whenever anything bad happens, he's the type of person where he puts his hand over his mouth and is just like, oh crap, but he doesn't do anything. It's just the Tim face. That's what it was. It's the Tim face, man. So me being the smart person, everybody's just doing nothing or walking around or going inside, just doing nothing. I'm like, dude, it's under a mother effing car. We gotta go get it. So I ran over there and I kicked it out from underneath the car and I let it burn out. But that was a really, really scary story. I could have died. I don't know. I don't think that it's very likely that a little bit of fire would cause a car to explode through the gas tank. You'd have to have the metal be very, very hot. I'm thinking, It's my best guess. But, again, it was still scary. Very weird and scary. So we're getting kind of laggy over here, man. What is going on? What is going on over here? It's alright. It's not a big deal. And we're already on round 77. This is awesome. I'm actually not even going to be able to finish all of my fire stories. So the other one, this is probably the last one I'm going to tell really quick. It was probably the most interesting. So I'm going to get I'm going to be careful here. I'm going to get a second one of these mortars up to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm just slightly afraid that the camo balloons will be super duper crazy and we won't be able to pop them. I am just like mildly confused. We're down to 4 lives. So if we get, excuse me, 1 pink balloon flown through here, we're dead. We're doomed. So I'll get another one on top of that. Again, I'm just like, you know what? If something's gonna kill me, it's gonna be those mother effing camos. So we gotta get rid of those guys. So my one friend, this was like one of the first years that we got fireworks. And we're shooting off some mortars. I don't know if you guys know what mortars are. They're the ones with like the tubes, and you put the mortar in the tube, and then it shoots it up in the air and explodes those nice and cool colors, the greens and the reds and the blah 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 blah. Yes, indeed, indubitably. So I let off a few. My friends let off a few, and then my one friend was like, "Oh, I've never done one before. Let me do one." And then we're like, "Okay, sure." So he runs over, and this was like the big one. He was like, he wants to do the big one. And I'm like, "Hey, man, more power to you. If you want to do the big one, everybody's totally cool with that." So we run over there, and he puts it in the thing, and all of a sudden, we didn't know that this was going to happen, by the way. And then all of a sudden goes, pew! Makes a really weird, stupid noise. We're like, "What the heck was that, man?" It's kind of silly, right? Yeah, it was. It was kind of weird. We're like, "What the? Oh, it must be a dud or something." No, and then it just goes, boom! It just does a giant green explosion and shoots out those giant green fireworky things like crazy right at us. Like everywhere, obviously, but all the way to the house, all the way to us and everything. Everybody's just running around. We're like, we were sitting in our chairs. We got up and we ran away. One person actually didn't do anything. One of my friends didn't do anything. He just, oh my god, did you guys see that? No way! Oh my god! 1 life! Oh, it was a regrow green too! Absolutely crazy. And that was with 3 of these mortars! What the heck? Told you guys, if something was going to kill us, it was going to be these guys. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe we are still alive with these things. I'm going to get a second one of these mortar abilities, I suppose. Like I said, if anything's going to kill us, it's going to be those camos. Almost. I am the luckiest man on the planet. It never goes my way this way. Now, I'm also going to go for a mob assassin, I believe. I think. I got, just at least 1 mob assassin, maybe even more than that. But anyways, nobody ended up getting hurt, which was very, very lucky. But it was an upside-down mortar, it shot at us, and we didn't die or get hurt. And it was just really scary because we were not expecting it. Now it's sort of a thing where we take the small mortars instead of the big mortars. And every once in a while, we will just put it in there upside down on purpose. Which is probably stupid. But we usually get more distance away from us and everything. It's not just like right there, kind of reasonably close to us. Also, another time, my friend put the mortar in and he knocked the tube over and it shot out into the neighbor's yard and like blew up right next to their window. Luckily, it didn't break or shatter their window or anything, but it would have been ridiculous if that did happen. So, there we go. We got this. Oh my god, we're going to assassinify this guy. We're going to go for a second assassin, I suppose. Oh man, this assassin is not doing as good as the other one. And we're going to use one of these abilities really quick, slow these guys down and everything. And it looks like we should be able to take them all down, and we do end up taking them all down. Absolutely ridiculous, down to 1 life. 149 lives are gone, but we completed the mission and got the whopping $100. As you guys can plainly tell, we're getting to the point where there is a lot of these hard missions left. I kind of skipped some of the ones that I didn't want to play because I'm a lazy person. But thanks for watching so much, and have a super duper delicious day.